Wezafihal Ekata Kevin. This video is to celebrate the channel's birthday. The channel's birthday being that the channel is now 6 years old. Lernende Eald English is now 6 years old. 6 years old. I've been doing this channel for 6 years. Time flies. Time sure flies. And I'm ever so grateful for you guys, my audience, who has been with me since the start, found me sort of halfway, or just found me today. It means a lot. You know, as I go through this YouTube journey and whatnot, and taking something that I really enjoy and fusing it with my other talents and just, you know, I mean, YouTube is such a great platform to really, I don't know, like take something you like and like, in a way, show why you like it in front of other people, you know, like, I don't know, if I were at somewhere and like someone says, oh, what are your interests, Kevin? And I'd say Old English. What do you mean Old English? You know, I mean, I don't know, the response I get is quite extreme. And well, when I say extreme, I mean like it's either people are very fascinated by it, like because they know a bit about it, or it's like they have some like it's like there was a bit of interest, but they're like, okay, that's cool, Kevin, but deep down I don't really care, or I just can't see the relevance with it. I mean, you know, for some people, like, oh, what's the point of learning a language that no one speaks anymore? Well, it's more than just a language, and I disagree that people do speak it online. I mean, there are corners of the internet that have people that speak it and write in the language. You know, then there's people like me who make songs in the language, you know, or write stories and whatnot. So, yeah, 6 years. 6 years. You know, this channel is quite multifaceted, right? I mean, it has, you know, like, you know, I mean, yeah, I include some history in this channel. I mean, this channel isn't, you know, this channel is geared towards learning Old English, right? Lernende Eald English, learning Old English, right? And just to go a little deeper, I mean, lernende, that part is like the present participle in a word. It's like kind of like the ing. In terms of verbs, with you know, I was singing, ik was singende, you know, same thing, you know, the ende, yeah. So yeah, and yeah, so this channel is really geared towards teaching people Old English. Yeah, in a way you can learn about the history of English in a way, but you know, there are a few things I throw in there, but it's not like it'd be inaccurate to call this channel like a history channel, like I don't know, pick a popular history channel. I'm thinking of you, Hilbert. You know, Hilbert is it's a little shout out, even though he's quite known already, but I don't care. He's a good guy. I really like him a lot. Anyway, yeah, history with Hilbert. He makes history videos and whatnot. But anyway. But more onto celebrating the birthday of this channel. Yeah, you know, I'm very grateful for the many relationships I've made, you know, over these 6 years, and the people I've encountered and whatnot. And I'm really glad that I've chose to do Old English with YouTube, right? Because the nature of Old English, the kinds of people that you encounter are like a lot of them are very academic, or just really cool people, you know, that just know a lot about history and Because thing is, when you get into like a language, or any language really, it's not just a language. You're really dealing with a worldview. You're dealing with it's like how people think, and the words they use or the words they don't use, and or what have you. It's much more deeper, and that's what I like about Old English and whatnot. It's like a window into the ancient world, and from that, you can, I end up learning more about other languages and how they're similar to Old English or not similar to Old English and whatnot. And it's just a great way to just really learn about, the world in a way, right? Yeah, I mean, these sort of videos, alright, we're almost at 6 minutes, but yeah, these videos, these celebration videos, they're really a way for me to hang out with you guys, You have people that, what do? They have this thing called YouTube acting, where like they have a video like this, but you can just tell that they're just putting on an act. They do that fake sigh or what have you. Yeah, well, I'm just being myself right here. Just relaxing and reflecting. Reflecting is a good thing. Reflecting is a good thing, because if you don't reflect, then you got some serious problems then. Yeah, I'm just thinking about the people I've encountered and whatnot, and more importantly, the amount of people I've inspired. Like I've inspired people. I remember throughout the journey of this channel, I've inspired people to start their own channels on their own old language, or just language channels in general, really. And that's cool of itself. That reminds me of a quote from the Bhagavad Gita. It goes It goes along the lines of, "Whatever action a great man does, common men will follow, and whatever standards he puts by exemplary acts, all the world pursues." So with that in mind, I mean, think of any great person that inspired you in your own life, or someone from history. Or even yourself. You yourself can inspire other people, with your excellence, whatnot. It's amazing how a lot of people trust me with this channel and whatnot. And yeah, I have made mistakes in the past, but I make sure I correct them. That's why, for those of you who've been with me for a while, you know that I would, if I have a mistake that I notice, I delete the video right away and then re-upload it saying redone or corrected or something, because I hate to mislead people. I want to do the right thing. I want to uphold Dharma. Yeah. This channel, I really like the way the channel is now, as it started. It's I like how it has this spiritual theme to it. That there's some depth to this stuff, with Old English and whatnot. So, yeah, it's good. Happy birthday to my channel. 6 years. 6 years. And many, many more. I hope to, it really means a lot. It really means a lot that there are people out there that just really admire what I do. That really, I'm just thinking about the people that I've never met, or the people I had never spoke to, but I just know that I had this inkling that, they're like, wow, this guy from Canada, he's, doing Old English and sharing with the world, that they really admire, what I do, and they, just good people, just good people. You know, that's really a warm feeling to have. There's knowing that actual good, honorable people like what I do, and that makes me feel really good. And like they want, you know, they want me to keep going and whatnot. And yeah, that's another topic I can bring up too. It's just it's. Of course, doing this channel isn't always easy. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it, but I mean, there are times where like I almost feel like I'm the only one doing what I'm doing. Of course, I know that there are other people having, you know, channels not directly on Old English, but have Old English content. You know, and but there are times where I feel like I felt like I'm the only one. But I'm not the only one yet, and you know, and you know, it's but we'll see, Because thing is, Old English is not something like you can pick up easily, like some video game. No, Old English, like any other real language, any other language, takes time and effort. You know, it's not easy to learn a language, and that's the one thing that people fall into, that they think that learning a language is, you know, I'll just learn it overnight. No, learning a language doesn't work like that. You know, it takes time, it takes effort, requires sleep. Go to bed early or something. I don't know. if you really want to learn a language, but anyway, 6 years. You know, I think I should tell the story. You know, like how this all started, eh? Yeah, I think I should. You know, to celebrate the birthday of this channel, and for those of you who just found me, you know, thank you. So, how did this all start? This Old English stuff and whatnot. So, ever since I was in high school, secondary school, I was always interested in where things came from. I was a very curious person. And so after I would do my homework, I would just do research. And one day I wondered, where does English come from? And then I looked into Old English, and I looked into Old English, and at the time, there weren't any. I didn't look at databases that would have grammar books and whatnot. But then, you know, like, because I told myself I had this goal in mind that, well, I want to be able to read this to my future children. By saying read this, meaning Beowulf. You know, I want to read that in the original language. And not only just read it, but like be able to understand it too. You know, I just don't want to recite it and like, what does that mean? Well, I don't know. No, I want to know it well. You know. And so because of lack of sources at the time, you know, when I was in high school, I mean, you know, like my last year of high school, you know, I had an interest in Old English, and then it sort of dropped and whatnot. Then many years later, you know, as I was studying history, almost done my degree, I got into Old English, and then I went into databases and whatnot, and and this was the summer of 2014. Yeah, in the summer of 2014, I looked at databases, and I thought, wow, I should really get into Old English because this is really cool, and now I have something to learn from. And not only that, I had someone to teach me Old English. You know, someone dear to me that who used to teach Old English and taught me, and you know, a few things. He taught me a few things here and there and whatnot, but a lot of it too was me studying my grammar book. Get your grammar book. You know, if you want to learn Old English, you got to get your grammar book. I can't stress that enough. So I've been practicing and, you know, learning from him and whatnot. You know, and whatnot. So yeah. So I did not learn this stuff completely on my own. Alright, I did not learn this stuff completely on my own. I mean, I'm not that much of an autodidact, right? So anyway, I got into Old English at that time, and by September 6th, 2014, I started lærende Eald English. Because I thought to myself, well, why don't I not only become a source for myself, I become a source for the whole world. And so I did. Because at the time, there weren't any channels on learning Old English. I mean, there would be videos about Old English, but not something concrete to learn Old English and whatnot. So I went through the effort of, starting the channel and whatnot, and then a year later, I started another channel called Learning Old Germanic Languages. The idea behind that is to inspire people to look into their old Germanic language, as well as to really understand Old English. Because the thing is, to really understand Old English, you have to also look around what was spoken at the time of Old English, right? So I got into Old High German, I got into Old Saxon, Old Frisian, Old Norse to a degree, and Gothic, and all these other old languages. Oh yeah, Old Dutch, or also known as Old Low Franconian. Yeah, that's a big word, a big mouthful right there. But now I'm to reveal a little something personal. Now I'm studying linguistics. All right, so I'm working on that. So hopefully I'll get that done soon. Yeah. So I'm also on YouTube. Back in the time of starting the channel, I was also inspired by other people, mentioning about Old English, and there was a channel, I think his name is English Hedewolf or something like that. That channel that inspired me to start lærende to a degree, and so I did. And I really pushed forward and whatnot, and I told myself, Kevin, you're going to learn this language, and so I did. I really pushed myself. Because thing is, when I got into Old English, when I started learning Old English, I had no linguistic background whatsoever. The only thing I had was learning French. I was learning French at school, and because I'm from Canada, you kind of have to learn French whether you like it or not. So that's all I really had as far as language experience. But I'm glad I went through Old English, because when you read a grammar book, one of my subscribers, he worded this very well. He said something. Yeah, when you study from a grammar book, it forges you into a linguist, and I like how he worded that, because it's true, because especially older grammar books. I mean, they're harder to read, but once you know how to read them, I mean, it's like going over a steep hill, and once you're on the top of that steep hill, you can gain some confidence and whatnot. So even then, okay, Kevin, Old English, now what? Well, with Old English, speech is important, speech is sacred, and I want to inspire people with Old English and say positive things, and that's why I have a lot of spiritual stuff about gods and goddesses and stuff like that, and I also have content. I have one video really, and I would like to do more of them, where it's like motivational videos, where it's like when I say motivational sort of videos, I mean like videos like for people to gain confidence and stuff like that. So yeah. You know, because I believe in people. You know, I believe everyone can, have greatness in their own way, if that makes sense. Because everyone is different. Everyone has their own talents and interests and whatnot, and it's not easy to cultivate that. And some people need that little push. Some people need someone else to say, "You got this, man. You got this." You know. And I would like to say that in Old English, or I like what I do with my channel. I could have taken my channel or Old English and make it about memes or something like that, something silly. No, I want this channel to be meaningful. Not just willy-nilly. We don't really care. No, I want this channel to be deep with meaning. Everything has meaning, and nothing is devoid of meaning. Words have meaning. So, yeah. Alright, guys. 6 years you've been with me. 6 years. And for those of you who haven't been with me for 6 years, that's okay. Welcome. Or welcome back if you found me, like, I don't know, let's say 5 months ago or whatnot. I mean, that's cool too. Or found me just today. I'm speechless of how dedicated and how a lot of you believe in me. Believe in me and my work and all that. Really means a lot. I mean, there's so many things I could say and whatnot, but like, limited to time and whatnot. I mean, limited to time, or what have you. I mean, I guarantee you, like, by the time I'm like editing this video, I don't think I'm gonna edit this video. It's too long to be edited. I think by the end of it, while I'm uploading, I'd be like, I should have said this or I should have said that or what have you. But the main point of this video is that, let's celebrating 6 years of Lærde Eald English. I cannot thank you guys enough. I'm very grateful of the way this turned out and all that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. Thank you. For those of you who are subscribed, for those of you who are not subscribed, for those of you who are my patrons or not my patrons, thank you all. I'd like to thank you all. From the bottom of my heart. From the bottom of my heart. Alright. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you're doing well. Stay safe and all that. I'm getting tired. You take care. Wezath ye hall. Wezath ye hall. Alright, see ya.